The United States, a superpower that always feels invincible, is now facing a major challenge. What happens when a country rises so quickly and leaves the United States behind in terms of progress and innovation? Let's uncover the truth that is rarely conveyed by Western media. The United States was once a symbol of economic strength and world-class infrastructure. However, in recent years, comparisons between the United States and China show that the gap between these two countries is widening. America seems unable to catch up with the rapid developments happening in China. Major cities like Beijing, Shanghai, and Shenzhen have developed into centers of progress with unmatched advanced infrastructure. Meanwhile, in America, much of the public transportation network is outdated. Infrastructure comparison. China currently has more than 4,000 kilometers of high-speed rail network, making it the largest network in the world, with plans to expand to 7,000 kilometers next year. The United States, which often prides itself as a world leader, does not have an adequate high-speed rail network. The country relies on the slow and inefficient Amtrak system, where the average speed does not come close to what China's bullet trains offer. The journey from Beijing to Shanghai, which is about 1,300 kilometers, can be completed in less than 5 hours. Compare this with America, where the journey between New York and Chicago, which is roughly the same distance, takes more than 19 hours. Urban infrastructure quality. Not only that, the quality of urban infrastructure in China is also becoming more prominent. Today, you can find various modern and sophisticated facilities in major Chinese cities, making America look left behind. Many major cities in China have modern shopping centers, entertainment areas, and public facilities that operate late into the night, even 24 hours a day. Safety is a top priority, so children and families can engage in activities safely. Cleanliness and homelessness management. Major cities in China have cleaning teams working around the clock to keep the streets clean and free of litter. The sight of homelessness, often found in major American cities like Los Angeles, New York, and San Francisco, is almost non-existent in major Chinese cities. The Chinese government has implemented various policies to provide housing for the less fortunate, ensuring no one lives on the streets. Meanwhile, in America, the homelessness problem has reached a crisis level, and there is still no effective solution to address this issue. Many major cities in China have modern shopping centers, entertainment areas, and public facilities that operate late into the night, even 24 hours a day. Safety is a top priority, so children and families can engage in activities safely. Cleanliness and homelessness management. Major cities in China have cleaning teams working around the clock to keep the streets clean and free of litter. The sight of homelessness, often found in major American. China's technological advancements. Technology is another aspect where China has surged far ahead of America. Companies like Huawei, Tencent, and Alibaba have become global leaders in telecommunications, e-commerce, and financial technology. While America is still grappling with 5G networks, China is already in the development stage of 6G, preparing to launch the future network infrastructure. America's efforts to pressure Chinese companies. The United States has been trying to pressure Chinese companies on security grounds. However, this move highlights America's weaknesses in competing in technology and innovation. On the other hand, China excels in digital payment systems with over 900 million active users. Platforms like WeChat Pay and Alipay have transformed the way transactions are conducted in China, making cash transactions rare in many major Chinese cities. Meanwhile, in America, people still heavily rely on credit and debit cards, which in many cases still use old technology with chips and signatures, rather than QR codes or app-based payment systems. Educational gap. What is more concerning for America is the educational gap. According to recent reports, universities and schools in China are increasingly recognized as leading educational institutions in the world, producing research and innovations that generate new patents and technologies every year. Massive investments in education and research by the Chinese government have made their younger generation more competitive and ready to face global challenges. Meanwhile, America faces the problem of increasingly unaffordable higher education costs, making it difficult for many Americans to pursue higher education. National security and stability. When we talk about national security and stability, China has also proven that they can maintain internal security very well. The crime rate in China is much lower compared to America. In major cities like Beijing and Shanghai, people can walk around at night without fear. Public safety is tightly maintained, and police and security officers are always on standby to keep order. Conversely, in America, the crime rate, especially involving firearms, is increasing. Recent data shows a significant rise in shooting incidents. America and the widening gap. China is not just competing with America. They have left America far behind in many aspects. This is the reality that America and other Western countries must face. Meanwhile, China continues to advance without signs of slowing down, ready to become the dominant global power. Conclusion. This discussion highlights the importance for America and Western countries to adapt and innovate to avoid falling further behind. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting information and discussions.